Exceptional programming, dropping times, saving people money.
Little by little, buying bigger machines, but old.
My biggest fear was it not turning on in the morning.
Your customers will dictate how you grow. MSM in the house.
That's so
Thank
great.
you.
Houston,
Thank you.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Manufacturing.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Raul and Enrique. What's up, guys? How are you?
Good.
Beautiful weather.
Right? So nice.
Yeah.
That's how it was when I was down at your place the other day. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Easy ride in and out. You said you guys had a little front coat though come in the day I left. It got a little.
Houston.
It's Houston
yeah.
for you, right?
Wait 15 minutes and weather's going to change.
Yeah, it'll change. It'll change. Have you guys started in Houston? Started the shop there?
Yeah, my daddy from the garage, like any
Yeah.
other small shop from the garage. Literally, the garage is still there.
Still there.
No
with
kidding.
machines. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
So I was in high school. I was
Fantastic.
in 95, 94 in high school, running, after school,
Nice.
helping my dad run turtlays and just manual machines.
What kind of industries?
He was in the screw machine.
No kidding.
His last real job before he went on his own. He was working at a screw machine shop there in Houston.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so seeing the tornos and
Come full
machines
circle.
here, just amazing the technology now. Because back in the day, the screw machines were, just loud
Cam
and
driven,
yeah,
loud. Yeah, super
yeah.
crazy.
but awesome. I mean, because they were just making these
Incredible.
precise parts.
Yeah, incredible.
Black oil, just flowing, but they
Open
come
machines.
out. Yeah, they come out and all pretty and shiny and just
Yeah.
amazing. They're dead on.
Yeah, incredible. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't know Tornos is like the original OG.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. What is it, like 140 years or
Ye-
something?
yeah,
Like something
100
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, their technology is they are amazing machines. They literally, I think they had 90% market share for it forever. And then people come into the industry and they had to get a little competition, and now
Yeah. But when you look at the technology, they're like tops right there.
yeah.
What an incredible story. Even going to Switzerland, I went to, the manufacturing plant, and it is pristine. Like everyone over there, the crew, the team, just complete class act. And they still they got all the pictures. They actually positioned their manufacturing plant next to a river, and the river used to actually power their spindles.
No way.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's like, just from the flow of the water, and then just all the gears running up into the spindles, and that's how they made parts, man.
Yeah.
Back in the
That's
day.
cool. That is
Super
cool.
Yeah.
But that, so we get into, your story a little bit, and just hearing your dad's story. Was it MSM when he started it?
No, so when he started, it was Mendoza and Son.
Got you.
And then when my brother and I started working there and started promoting it, we make it easier for the customers. MS, and then we just add the M for
Got
machine.
you, for machine.
And
Yeah.
we just kept it at MSM.
Yeah.
And so we're pretty much known for MSM there in Houston.
So great.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And then Enrique, he's like the new blood, or
Yeah,
what?
well,
Changing
MSM.
the game.
Yeah, MSM, Mendoza and Son. So the family, during Enrique and my son, same age, during the days off from school, they were working there.
Good
at the
on you
shop,
guys.
cleaning,
Super
start with 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, every summer I could remember I was there. Elementary,
awesome.
middle
Yeah.
school,
Yeah.
high school, after
awesome.
college.
Good on you.
I'm still there.
Isn't it the best industry? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think right on that that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I went to school for diesel mechanic. I've always wanted to do something mechanical, something moving, loud noises,
Yeah.
making stuff work.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing every day.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
at this point, I'm making it.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
if you're the kid that was taking things apart and trying to put it back together, this is for you.
yeah. Good
That's
stuff.
awesome. How old are you now?
23.
23 years
20.
old.
Bingo.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But got some pedigree,
I know.
I mean, the fact you started that early on and in high school, heading to the shop and hanging out with your uncle, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck
And my
yeah.
dad.
And your dad was still there.
in the beginning. Yeah. He
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
come in, He's retired, of course.
Of course.
He's 82.
Oh, nice.
83, so
Right on.
he just comes in You know, just sticks his
Puts
nose-
the hammer down every now.
Parks the red truck right in the front. You know, then don't tell him anything.
Yeah. That's his spot.
That's his spot. Yeah, no matter
so
what.
good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's a
It
blessing.
must make him feel good to drive up, park there, and then see his family, just everybody working.
Exactly. And when we came to that Tornos, you know, event here, you know, so I started seeing all these technology, and it came, you know, all this screw machine came to mind, and the parts, and so we took a handful of parts, and the first thing I did, I got home. Look, Dad,
Check this out.
check this out.
That's cool.
Guess what machine did this? How many machines? You know, just one.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
one. And so he's excited now that you know, we're getting into
Bringing
that.
it back.
Yeah.
Well,
and
I guess we probably can explain, since we haven't said anything to anybody.
We haven't
but
even talked about it. Yeah, but this is good stuff.
Technically, we are a machine distributor also, and that's how we're going to fund free education for everyone.
Yeah, man.
So just another level to the game that we're doing here at Titans of CNC.
Absolute.
Hence, Keith Grano, the best sales guy as I've ever seen, coming over here and heading up distribution for us.
Yeah. And then these two guys over here are our first sale we have made with the distribution side. Yeah.
Super
neat.
good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys.
Oh, yeah.
The first
Thank you.
sale.
we're excited.
DT32 loaded up, bar feet. Enrique's like, give it all to me.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
make this
I'll
thing
take it.
sing. Yeah, exactly. But I like this story. I didn't know that your dad was a screw machine guy.
Well, he wasn't running the machines. He was the master machinist.
Yeah.
behind fixing parts and
Got you.
doing, you know, the things that the screw machine either forgot or just fixing parts.
Sure,
you know.
sure. Yeah.
So he had his hand. I remember he'll bring crates of parts that we got to add this or add that.
Yeah.
You know, and,
Yeah.
So that was him.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Well, he knows how. I'm sure he knew how to set them up, but he was more focused on the onesie twosies and
Got you.
fix this and fix that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Heck yeah.
That's awesome. One of the cool things about how we're going to sell machine tools and what we sell is like the training that's involved.
Yeah.
People can come up here, actually learn that on our
Yep.
academies, every single machine will actually, you can just go through, watch tutorials and see how to turn it on, how the controls work, like full tutorials on the controls and how to actually make different parts. And it's cool because Donnie's working with you, Enrique,
Oh, man,
on actually
Donnie's awesome.
programming the actual first parts that you
Yeah.
guys are going to be running. So when you guys grab the machine, which is
Ready to
delivered
roll. Yeah, middle of the month. I think they said week of December 18th.
December 18th, getting your machine
Come
on.
from Titans of CNC,
Oh, yeah.
and then you're going to have programs to actually program those parts, and you can come up here anytime,
Oh, yeah.
hang out.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
take you up on that.
That's it.
Oh, heck yeah.
You guys have already been here for a little bit,
No,
you know,
I come here a
so
lot.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but the support is there, and that's why
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah.
And that was a big reason why we decided, because of the support.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
The training and the videos and the machine itself is just amazing. So,
Well, I think like what you said, right? That kind of gives us that little ace in the hole. You know, we don't want to go down the path of selling a machine. And, you know, I sold machines for 30 years. Part of that support is taking care of the customer.
right.
And when you do something like what we're trying to entertain here with almost like a full turnkey project, but, you know, as part of the sale, because we've got the bandwidth here, we've got Donnie, we've got machines on our floor, it makes sense. You know, guys that are new to Swiss, and it's a little bit of a different animal. You got to get used to it, but we've got the guys to support you. And we say to anyone we're talking to, and I've quoted a number of machines already out of the gate, is, hey, show us the parts you want to do, and we'll set those up for you. You know,
Yeah,
pay for the tooling side of it. We'll do the entire programming side of it.
that's win-win.
Yeah, it is a win-win all the way around.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at Barry, I mean, that's what I founded the whole company on, is like exceptional programming, dropping times,
Yeah.
saving people money.
Heck yeah.
So when you look at Donnie and Jesse and Tyson and Travis and everyone, it's like now not only are you getting a machine and you're getting a full solution, but the programming is going to take you to another level, because it's going to set a pace in your shop of how the tools run. And so that
Truly.
so just the program itself on some companies can be worth more than the machine, because it'll set you up for a decade of like just taking your productivity to the highest level. So a lot of guys out there, they do this full solution, but how good is a programmer? Like
Yeah.
How good is the code that you're actually getting? Because making a part is not good enough. You have to make it so you can actually make some money.
That's right.
Take care of your customer.
That's right.
And make it so like you never lose that job.
Exactly. No, exactly. And part of that in terms of you guys jumping into this is your first Swiss machine, right? Yeah. So just learning the processes of how it works compared to a standard lathe. You know, you get a standard turret lathe, and you know it's great. They're good, but when you have Swiss machines, oh my God, they're like little ATM machines.
Yeah. Those turret lathes, you know,
money.
I have a little experience on those.
Okay.
You know, that's what my daddy had.
Yep.
He still has them there in the shop.
Yep.
Those were amazing. You know, you
Yes.
tapping and you drilling and just all right there. And
Heck yes.
So this here is just
Next level.
Yeah.
Next
way
level.
up there. Yeah.
Well, that's what, you know, I've been here, 4 months? 4 months, a little over 4 months, been in Texas.
Seems like 20 years.
I know. It's been, well, we've been together
we've been
so
friends
long.
for a long time.
Yeah. But, you know, part of the fun I had was going down to Houston and seeing your shop. And that was great. You know, guys bought the machine. I'm like, Enrique, I'm coming down, brother. I'm going to come down and see you, shake your hand, and check it out. So we spent probably 2-3 hours just talking shop.
Yeah.
And what's neat is you guys, I see it, you know, from the second I walked in, you know, we talk about passion all the time and having a love for this industry. And you guys have it. I walked in and we were like this right off the bat, like just broing out.
Yeah. And you know, I've told Titan this.
Yeah.
When you come here, that's what the conversations you have with everybody.
Yeah.
The passion.
Yeah.
The knowledge. It's not just like these guys, they know it. I mean, these guys are top notch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good. It's fun to talk to these guys because, man, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah. Well, and like you said, from a shop owner's perspective, you're always wanting to learn more, right? What else can we do that is going to bring you know, some advantages to our shop that maybe a guy down the road doesn't have?
Yeah, and let me not correct you, but you know, in the beginning, and Titan knows this, I was comfortable with the machines I had.
Got you.
Slow,
Yeah.
looking for the big cut, you know, or the bigger the cutter, the big, you know, that was my mentality.
Yeah.
And so when Kike, we call him Kike.
Yep.
He started going into the YouTube and the faster
Look what
and
I
all
see
that.
on YouTube.
It's just it's a game changer.
Game
you know?
changer.
So I had to adapt to it.
Yep.
And that made it, and that's like, wow, this is nice.
I love the story, and that's what really like drew me to you guys was like, just, you know, the family and what you just said, that because when you go to your facility, like I've been there, and we actually did a video. We'll put it up on the screen right now so that everybody can actually go check out your shop. But it was like really cool because you go and then there's just all this material, you know, and it's like big chunks of 17.4, and all you think about is like material removal, right?
Yeah.
So MRR, how do we get this material gone as quick as possible and stuff? And I love the story between you guys because, like you said, you were like just, you know, big cuts,
Hog
let's
after
just get after it, and like just, but it was kind of like same as I've always done, not really looking for something better because this is what's been going on for years and it works, and you guys are making money. And then you have a young gun over here where he's coming in and he's watching videos and watching Titans of CNC on YouTube, and he's like, look at these cutters and look at what they're doing and look at that MRR, and like, can we just go and do the same speeds and feeds? And I love how you said we actually put the tools in and it worked. It worked. And then all of a sudden MRR was like through the rope and you're starting to make money. And then all of a sudden your uncle's like, wait, okay, we'll buy this tool. If that's what's going to happen and we're actually doing the parts faster and now making more money, then it makes sense.
And we laughed about this when you went there. The older machines, we pretty much ran them to the ground with the feeds and cuts and we were doing, and we had to purchase new machines to keep up.
We broke them.
We broke them.
We got new ones.
Yeah, right.
So we had to purchase the
what did you
technology.
did you when you got into CNC and you started buying machines, started with some used stuff, or did you buy new, or how did you get into the world of finding out
Yeah,
the change from the
so-
turret machines to where you are now.
Yeah, so we were in the turret, and we the first machine was a Haas.
Okay.
Haas, and I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
crashed it, and crashed it.
Oh, shit.
And it's still there though.
Yeah,
But it's got the shims for the tool because it's all offset.
of course.
But I learned the old way, literally doing it by hand.
Right.
The programs. I didn't have no. I still don't have software.
Got
He
you.
does all the programming now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bought the lathe, and then I bought another lathe. The Haas was new. Then I bought the older machines because expensive.
Sure, exactly.
So I was just looking for the deals.
Yep.
Just buying different machines, and little by little buying bigger machines, but used machines.
Got
used
you.
Machines.
Yeah.
So when we started increasing our product, we ran those to the ground pretty much. I'm sorry
Right
for
on.
whoever bought those machines. But
Yeah.
they were
They had to go.
they had to go.
They had to go.
We were downtime. I mean, it was. Oh, it's down. Let's call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call this.
My biggest fear was it not turning on in the morning.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, right. I just
Yeah.
abused this thing yesterday. Is it
I-
going to come on
Yeah,
again?
I used to know how to play with it and how to turn it on. but
Yeah.
And then you watch the videos, and
Yeah, and then I
we
really
were doing
broke
all
it.
the machining on the DN Solutions, and then
Yeah.
So
did
got one.
you know DN before that?
I always knew Doosan. I had known
Yeah.
that the blue was Doosan. A lot of big machine shops had Doosan, but I couldn't convince them to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, "Man, I found another used one." I don't want another used one.
Yeah.
The other ones, I mean,
Well, we did buy the
we bought a little Mori
Mori, yeah,
out in
but
Chicago, but we broke it too. it's there in the back.
It's there in the
It's
back.
one of those. He
Back.
said it's gonna work today. It's gonna.
Well, one of those things you start looking at when you look at new technology and tooling and speeds and feeds is when you are using those higher speed cutters and you're going at a higher RPM and taking off maybe a little less removal, but at a faster rate. The spindle load is like 5%. You're not pushing the spindle like you used to, hogging material and having that spindle tap out at 80, 90, 100%. It's 5-10%, and you're flying through the material these days. It's much better on the machines.
Oh yeah,
All the way
Yeah,
around.
yeah. No. We're
Yeah.
enjoying it. It's real nice.
Heck yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Heck yeah.
So then, how did you make I'm leading to? How did you make the decision to go with DN?
How did I make? It was a no-brainer. You had a D&M, and you were running a Core 5 with the aluminum, and I was running aluminum, and I did the same thing on my Mori. That Mori's no longer there, so I had to get one. I had to get a DN, the Cat 40 Big Plus, ideal.
Yep.
And I was hogging aluminum all day long. I had my fixture set up with Mighty Bites. I had 6 parts loaded up, and I was running,
Beauty.
switching
Awesome.
out parts.
You try out the Core 5?
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's
I haven't
amazing.
broke it. I haven't broke one yet.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
And it just and when you saw the speeds and the feeds, and
amazing.
you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
working.
Back in the shop, we have good machinists there, and they were like,
Nah,
no, it was just in me. It was,
You're
us
crazy.
older, experienced
Yeah.
you
machinists.
can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, man, he's gonna break it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
See what
Yeah.
happens. And
I lived the story that you tell in my life.
Yeah.
I seen it happen. Hearing from this side that no, that's not possible.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
It worked.
Don't break it.
It
Yeah.
worked.
But those are those things you could go into any shop and we've talked about this before. We'll sit, like you said, we'll go throughout the shop and talk to guys, and we all love to talk shop here, and it is hard when you're making money and things are being done a certain way. Hey, don't
Yeah,
change
why
it. We're
change
good.
it?
We're good.
That's
but
what-
those are the obstacles that these shops that maybe struggle a little bit have to overcome. You got to find these new ways. It's not like it was even 10 years ago. 10 years ago was different ways of going after parts and feeds and speeds and what have you. Today, and the way we have, CAD CAM systems, tooling, high-speed tool paths, everything that we can do that helps generate the machine MRR. I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to get the material off as quick as you can. cut those cycle times down, make some money.
Yeah, have an obsession for perfection.
Exactly.
That's
You know,
it.
Just keep making beautiful parts and run them as fast as you can
Yep.
to make money. I always saw a machine as a tool to make money. It's not something that
Exactly
I'm
what it
trying to
is.
make it last 20 years. I'm trying to make money and solve problems and take care of my customers. And the amount of money that I'm going to make from the customers is going to overshadow any payment that I'm going to actually be making
Totally
on the
agree.
machine. So
And another important note: the money we're saving, we can push that on to our customers.
Heck
They're
yeah.
like,
100%.
and so
Good
And that's
call.
just- and
they're
that's-
happy.
and
They're
you
getting
sell.
good parts. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
a
Good
no-brainer.
call. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they love that.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I tell that's one of the greatest like selling points right now is like when you we always say like you take care of your customers or somebody else will. And everybody they get in like a complacency with their customers, and they're getting the work and they're making the jobs and delivering parts, and it's like we're good. But there's always somebody better. There's always somebody
Yep.
knocking on that
That's right.
buyer's door.
That's right.
And a lot of owners they live with that stress that they gotta keep knocking and giving gifts and keep on that buyer's mind, keep their actually business on that mind, so that they're always thinking like, I'm not gonna leave this person. You
Right.
know what I mean? And they work so hard at it. But a simple thing that you can do is actually just have good communication with your buyer, with your customer, and say, hey, check this out. We actually started with this new tool. We actually increased productivity by 20%. So we're actually going to pass like savings on. So each one of these parts for 1,000 pieces was $395. We're going to give it to you for like $365.
Yeah.
And you didn't ask for that. That's something we're going to give you, and we're going to keep working to actually keep dropping the prices and stuff through advanced technologies and different tool paths and different things and stuff, because we want this to be a long-term relationship. And when your customer understands that you're working consistently to help them out, even when they don't ask it, they never leave. They
100%.
They always come
know.
back to.
Yeah. 100% agreed.
Yeah.
And I've been in those relationships where you just know other people are coming from the side, and they're willing to give any price to get that work. And it's not sustainable, but when your work leaves, like you're screwed, So,
That's it.
I think it's important to just have that great communication and have a partnership. I always say dig your roots into that customer so they never want to leave.
That's
you
right.
guys are
Absolute.
connected.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned it. The cost saving, and then they're getting good parts. I
Exactly.
mean, the parts are coming
On
out
time.
On time.
Time
Jewelry.
delivery.
It's
Yeah,
amazing
on
what
time.
before we used to deliver 5 parts, 10 parts a month.
Yeah.
Now we're
Yeah.
doing that
Every day.
daily.
Nice.
It's
Every
just
day.
amazing.
How great is that?
Yes.
It's so great. And we talked a little bit about on the Swiss. I heard this so many times throughout my career. Do you get the machine first, or do you get the work first?
Get the machine.
Get the machine.
Buy it from Keith.
But right, get the machine, and the work will come.
It
And
will.
we had plenty of times that throughout my career, guys are like, "Oh, I'm just waiting for this PO, and then I'll give you an order." And I'm like, "Man, you let the customer know you have this new technology. That machine will be filled up immediately."
And I think in our market, it's not a popular trade.
Swiss.
There's really not that many big Swiss guys in Houston.
Right.
And man, even speaking to some of the guys yesterday, they don't think that's a big market. I'm like, good,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
when I want to get in.
Niche.
I want to get in now that nobody's doing it,
Good on
and
you.
nobody's buying Swiss machines. I want to buy them.
Yeah.
And you,
Yeah.
you create the narrative, you create the story, and then you go after the customers and say, hey, nobody else is paying attention. We are paying
Yep.
attention to this, and we're dropping our prices by buying the best technology and doing these different things. When I got my first 4 machines, I didn't wait. I came over and I said, I'm quoting these machines. And then I created a story around how I was going to take care of the customers. And then I went and sold them on it, and it happened, But it's like,
You got to
you got to be aware of
Yeah.
you got to be aware of the work out there. But
So just remember, MSM in Houston, Texas, has
Boom.
Swiss capabilities.
Swiss machine
right.
shop.
oh man,
Call Raul and Enrique and get some numbers down to them. No, it's a
That's
great
right.
shop, and that was again part of the trip down there. It's a great shop. You guys do great work. I see everyone in there just thriving, and it's fantastic. And I love that you guys just jumped in. And again, I see that just forward thinking. You know, we're not going to wait for the work to come. We're going to get the machine and we'll fill it.
Yeah, and also our mentality, our goal is not to make customers, but to make relationships.
Yeah,
and
that's what this industry is about.
And sometimes it's not looking for the new customer. Your original customers,
Yes.
they have that work.
Yes,
And they're giving it someone
else.
Hey, look, guess what? Now we got this machine, and we can do that too.
You
So
know
exactly,
that's happening.
right.
Yeah, agreed
Yeah.
with you. Seen it
Become
too many
a
times.
one-stop shop.
Yep.
That's
it,
right.
brother.
Oh man.
Get it all done.
Yeah.
Except for plating and anodizing. Don't get into that. Yeah. That's putting too much into one shop.
That's right.
Yeah,
We're
it just depends. It depends on who you are, the magnitude, and what your customers. Your customers will dictate like how you grow. and stuff.
100%.
So at one time, we did the passivation thing, and it was great because it saved me 48 hours
Yeah.
on delivery,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I had like SpaceX saying, "Hey, I need this on Friday. I need this on Friday. I need this on Tuesday," and it's like, "Oh, it's at the platers. It's at the platers." So it helped
Yeah.
me for a while, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it just depends on who
What
you
you
are
wanna
and
do.
what level. And
Yeah.
if your customers need you to turn it around quick and that's your thing, then make it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
you gotta
When
make
you
it
guys
bigger.
when you guys look at the work and the jobs you get in, is it quick turn stuff or is it stuff
Oh,
that you
yeah.
is
Yeah,
it they're wanted
we're-
yesterday?
Yeah.
The good thing, our customers or people that know us, the relationships, they need something, they come to us.
Nice.
And they know we're gonna take care of them.
Love
We're
it.
gonna do what we can, even
Super
though it
good.
takes plating. We got those vendors, you know. Hey,
We need this.
We need this, and they react.
They
So,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super good. So Keith told me that you guys are actually doing a little expansion
Yeah.
and like getting.
We got a new shop and it's empty. and
Wow.
it's getting
Boom.
ready to get filled with Swisses
Oh man.
man.
Get
and
on
Hellers
it.
and
Yeah.
DN Solutions.
Heck yeah.
That's
But,
awesome, man.
Right down the street from where you are?
It's in Crosby.
Crosby.
So we're not too far.
Yeah, yeah,
And we're
yeah.
kind of in the outskirts of Houston.
Yep.
But we're close enough to serve all the customers.
Heck yeah.
Super good.
So you have the machine shop, then you have a weld shop too, right?
Yeah.
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 And that's right down the street
And
from
that's
where
right
you
Yeah,
are.
down the
that's
street.
around the corner.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's a small, light fabrication.
Yeah.
But that's the idea. When we go to Crosby, once we go over there, the heavier fabrication, but also we want to
State of the art machine shop.
Yeah, we want
There you go. There
something
you go.
like this.
Yeah, come on, baby. Exactly.
I
gotta-
tell you, every
gotta
time we
go
come
after
here,
it.
yeah, we come here.
I like that blue
yeah.
tubing. I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
get some of that.
Good
And
idea.
that's how I was when I started. Like, I always tell the story. He took me to Haas Automation.
Yeah.
Like, he sold me my first 4 machines, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go down to Haas?" And I said, "Yeah." So I went down, but I was just memorized by everything, and I was just looking at the machines. I was looking at how they set everything up. I was looking at the piping. I was looking at
Yeah.
everything. I came back. I got uniforms, even though we only had a few people. I got the uniforms, man, and like. The weekly service didn't make sense, so I just paid to get like all the stuff on it and did the laundry myself. you
Hell
know,
yeah.
and
No.
made it happen. But that's like all our videos on YouTube, you know, which is a point proven right here with you guys. Is like, you know, a lot of times you don't have to sell them. You don't have to. Machinists are smart, and they just need to see something. And a lot of times they have never seen it. So if they see a DN Solutions machine cutting Inconel, they might not have thought that it was capable.
Truly.
You know, and all of a sudden they're like, wait, it actually works, and it's 20 to 30% less expensive than some of the other premium brands. And it's like, that makes perfect sense. You know, if they see certain work holding techniques or certain vices or the Vero S right there, they're like, wait, I didn't know that existed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna actually implement that. And wait, you can make custom fixtures too, and then forever just pop things on in seconds and
Yep.
save that much money. Crazy.
That's
you know,
it.
so
that is. It's nice.
Yeah,
know,
you look
you
at
just
the
gotta see
changes.
it.
The changes that we have seen in work holding, holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know, that's been a big
Sure.
you know, part of what we've seen on just the machine side. The accessories for work holding these days are incredible. Shunk is incredible. The Vero S for quick changeover, you know, think about what kills a machine. Setup, right? Setup is what you
Yeah.
have to do,
Yeah.
and it's part of the daily routine. Well, when you can change over in, you know, minutes rather than hours.
Yeah.
That's a big.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money saving right there.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
And when your customers, that helps you keep your customers too.
100%.
So if you have certain jobs and you can take out all of that setup time and you can just switch in and it's like boom, like just pop that fixture in and just go, then whoever's trying to steal your work and take that work from
They
you,
can't.
you know, they have all this setup. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
Yep.
It's like,
They
hey,
can't.
you can't touch our price because we're passing on the savings. You know.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, no, you look at a lot of the guys these days that invest. You know, sometimes, you know, I'd go into a shop and the dollar cost outweighs like what their thoughts are they can get out of the machine. But when you break it down, I think this goes back some years, so it might be a little bit better these days. But I think a standard vertical in an 8-hour shift, standard 3-axis vertical, is up 28% of the time in a normal job shop. 28%. That is low. But that is because of breaks, setups, changeovers. So when you're going through that and you can reduce the amount of time you're spending in setup. Now, maybe now instead of 28% spindle time throughout an 8-hour shift, you're at 50%. Then you add some automation. You put a robot in front of that thing. You go home at night and that thing's still running. Now you're at 80%, 90%. Those are the things. Spindle utilization is key.
Sure.
It's key.
So, I know you guys are jumping on the road pretty soon and headed back down to
Unfortunately.
Houston, man. And told my wife, I'm like, I don't ever go to weddings ever. But this guy, he's good.
Yes,
he's
he is.
good.
Yes,
you
he
know,
is.
so it's like we might be like taking that 4-hour trip down to
yeah.
Houston,
Good.
man.
Yes,
you know,
should, man. This guy's a rock star.
I know.
yeah.
Look at this guy.
Getting married.
gonna be nice.
First time.
But thank you for the invite,
appreciate
and I
it.
think we're
Appreciate it.
so I got to check the dates, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make it and stuff. And yeah, man,
It's gonna
my
be
wife
very
is
nice.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
we love your story. We love everything about you guys, man, and I just love the whole family aspect, and I love seeing you guys grow, and never even thought that you guys would just pop in and buy our first machine, as we haven't even put it out that we haven't
even put it out. We're
yet,
machine tool
you know?
distributors.
So thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
You
Oh my
know,
goodness.
so
Yeah, I think you whispered to us over there in the corner. You were like, "Hey, I'm selling machines now. And
Keep it on the down low, but we're in.
keep it on
if
the
you want to
down low.
buy one, just tell me." And then the other day, I told you right on the phone, right before. I mean, we're already towards the end of the year. I was like, "Hey, we need to spend money," and I'm like, "Man, let's get us a Tesla." I really want a Tesla, and but I thought, I mean, man, I really need to get into the Swiss. I want to get into the Swiss. I like following the trend. If Titan's pushing Swiss, it's for a reason.
Yep.
And I need to get a Swiss.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So that's when we called.
Man, and
Super
you
good,
guys
man.
hit the nail on the head. You know, this is an important time of the year. You get to that fourth quarter, Section 179. If you've had a profitable year, you need a write-off. You know, do you want to pay the government tax money, or do you want to spend it on a machine and write that off? And every fourth quarter, I would get plenty of calls from customers. Keith, I got to spend some money. What can we get? What can we come down? And most of the guys, I swear to God, this is normal standard procedure, would just, you know, stick with something they're comfortable with. You guys just said, hey, let's change the game and let's get something that we don't have and add some capacity with this money we have to spend, which is fantastic. Take something that you could grow into in the future, and you're right, the niche that you guys will have in that area with nobody doing Swiss down there. Good on you, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Super
It's gonna
good.
be nice.
Good choice
Yeah,
not to get the Tesla.
and we're
That'll
partners
come.
in all of it, man. So super good. We'll definitely put your guys' information in the description
Heck yeah.
below
Oh,
this
thank you.
video. So if you guys want parts done by an amazing company,
Amazing.
then definitely check these guys out. And then let's just end with, so what's the future? Like, what's the future right now? Like, what's the goals?
The goals is automation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always told my uncle, we don't need to hire more guys. We don't. the guys we have are great. If anything, we need to train them.
Don't forget about your cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We still got some families.
Still
Yeah.
got
I have a lot of them. But we need
They're
to.
watching this.
They're
They
gonna
probably
watch
are.
these.
They probably are. But we need to get more automation.
Yeah.
More robots.
Yeah.
More Swisses. More bar-fed machines.
Yep.
And just train these guys.
No,
it
you're right.
doesn't make any sense to keep hiring people if the people that you have now are not trained and at their full capacity.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of people look and they say, I just need more bodies. But like a machine, the people on the floor are running at 60% of their capabilities, you know, and you're not energizing them. Where I've always had the attitude, I'm going to actually pay very well to my guys. And if you're not going to cut it here, then let's just part ways and divorce, you know. But if you're going to be hardworking, if you're going to actually put the time in, if you're going to actually keep rising to the occasion and going after having an obsession to just perfect the process and be down, then I'm going to take incredible care of you. But I'm going to ask a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you I'm going to help you have an amazing life and take care of your family and stuff. And then when you're done then we hire another person but at the right time. So your current agreed, get as much out and take care of the people you have, and then add your family as you can.
Yeah.
But each one, take them to greatness and make sure they understand that they have to be a pillar. Their job is to be a pillar to make you money.
Yeah.
It's not a free ride. They have to make you money, so they deserve money. But let's actually make a great living.
You know what's interesting, too, in saying that? You hit on a nail on the head, Enrique, with automation. The another company we're partnering with, Halter Automation, they make pick-and-place robots, and they are amazing. Great people to work with, Rick Hoffman, Walter and Spela. They mentioned you add that automation, it gives the machinist, the guy in front of the machine, an opportunity to grow even more. Because now he's got this idea that, okay, I got this machine set up. It's running on its own. What else can I do to help the shop? They've talked about it time and time again. Automation actually makes people better. Yeah. So that
it is.
When you get into that, we've got an option for you. 100%.
And Titan, you sound what you just said. What I've been telling my guys.
Yeah.
I want you guys take the courses. You know, the free courses.
Yeah.
And you do it. Guess what? You're probably gonna get some more money. You know, because you're gonna be more valuable to me. And that's one thing I've been preaching to my guys. So
good on you.
Yeah, and the future is for them to get to know more machines. You know, be capable of doing more operations and you know, making them better. And you know, let the company grow. Yeah,
I see a lot of guys, and they're not happy with their careers or something, but they're usually just mediocre, you know, and they're just there's no consistency. They just have no passion. You know. But at the same time,
right?
Sometimes don't look at the employer, look at yourself. And are you a pillar? Are you doing the most that you can do? Yeah. Don't let anybody allow you to be less than who you are supposed to be. You know what I mean? And so I always I hold the machinist accountable. The owner shouldn't have to tell you to actually walk faster, to be more efficient, to do all, you should come with that and always strive to get better. And at the same time, when you're the owner, take those guys and see the value, and actually, because they're helping you make money, then pay them more than other people would pay them. And that's how the cycle works.
It is.
Yeah. I take great care of my guys, but my guys take great care of me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's there's no free rides either way, man. Right. So anyway, we've been down there. We filmed at your place. Now Keith has been down there. Now we've transitioned to different things. I'm excited to have you guys on the podcast. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. Wow. Thank you for bringing donuts for the guys today, man. You guys are just such a
everybody's
class
welcome
act.
to the shop. Everybody here, so yeah.
Yeah, no, you guys are awesome.
Anytime you're in Houston,
thank you so
stop
much.
by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you in a few months, I guess, right?
All right.
I heard he was talking smack about me with Keith. You know, Keith's like,
absolutely.
You don't even get back to him.
Yeah,
man.
you gotta throw down. Come on.
I'm like, to the point. I've only been to one wedding in 20 years.
Did you bring the paper invitation?
Yeah, I gave it to him. I snuck it in.
My man.
It's on my kitchen table right now.
Yeah,
Good job, brother.
You know, it's crazy. I think Gina followed my fiance Jasmine. I'm like, how did you get her to follow you? I'm like, oh no, somehow they followed each other. So I'm like, that's it.
She liked you guys when she met you when you guys came up. You know?
Hey, tight, but don't do like you did the buckle you gave him.
Oh, you gave it to Jesse?
He gave it, put it in the video, in one of your videos.
Yeah.
And he had it. Was it no go? Was it
no Bo no go? Where the buckle?
Oh yeah. I think he stole it off my table. I know.
That's
So great.
All good, man.
You
That was
guys are
nice.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Boom.
Be go.
Thank you.
Awesome.